Hello everybody, welcome to another installment of the Third Age Total War mod. I will be doing Rhun, 2 Elven armies on very hard difficulty. So, I beefed up my guys as best I could. I'm doing it only on 3,000 florins. So let's get right into it. And this is going to be very challenging. They are Silvan Elves, so expect a lot of art. So I'm going to be probably sticking to my usual defensive tactics. So let's see here. So best tactic, probably let's take the highest ground I can find here. That would be over here. And then I think they'll do fire arrows afterwards, but and let's move here. Keep my in the back, so let's see here now. Alright, I think that's everybody. So let's begin. Alright, have fun, boys. Let's get those fire arrows going. I always keep pikemen on the flanks to defend them, so come on, let's make those more accurate. So it looks like they're gonna try to flank me. Now I'm gonna have to send my cavalry in. Make sure cover that side. As soon as those guys move up, I gotta switch over. In these battles, they get really super chaotic. So, fortunately, I have the best of the Rhun. So, they're actually personally my favorite army in the whole game. Actually, I wish we would see more of them in the actual movies and the books, but boys. Move them up. Turn back around. Catapults, they're a big threat. I didn't realize that they got that far. So crap. I might not even have enough guys to fight the next army, actually. It looks so. My frame rate dropped. Fortunately, those are just elven spearmen, so. And it says light infantry good. It's not like last time where the hobbits had heavy infantry when they're not, 10 times the enemy lied to us. Come on, people. Pull my arch. And I'm gonna move my cavalry in that flank, just to try to get rid of them. And then move my cav this side. So just move out. And then my middle just collapsed. Like that heavy infantry right there. That's gonna kill us. I gotta move those guys. I don't want to pull those guys in just yet. I need them to make sure they can cover that. I mean, there's over like what, 2,000 elves over there. I don't really expect 3,000 elves probably. I don't expect them to be able to fight that, but as long as they could give us some breathing room. And you try to focus fire on that area. Should probably pull my catapults back more, but I usually like to have them, up front more so they could try and deal maximum damage. Now, if I could just at least kill one arm. Alright, alright, move in. Alright, so they're fleeing now. So hopefully they've done enough damage. Alright. They're doing their job well. So hopefully that flank will collapse as soon as possible. And they'll probably just fight to the death. Now I'm gonna... Crap. I gotta move my pikemen in now. So... I gotta secure this flank as soon as possible. So probably gonna have to move my cavalry in, just get that flank secured. So I'm gonna have to have them pay attention to that area. So hopefully, and crap, they just moved in their wooden warriors. So now I pretty much just exhausted all my reserves. I pretty much am allowing myself. I'm gonna have them pay attention to them now.
We have lost half of our men.
To send them in just to deal as much damage as possible. Alright, move in. Now it's pretty much down to my general. Alright, they secured that flank somewhat.
Shines on our disgrace. We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
Bear in mind, this is really difficult, so if I lose, at least I tried. Trying to face off against, especially the elves, it's the most difficult task ever.
We must pray they lose their will to fight.
So... But to be fair, I'd rather put myself in one of the most difficult situations ever, and this is probably one of the most difficult, if not impossible, methods ever. I mean, I suppose maybe I could do more of an aggressive tactic, but normally I just let the enemy come to me, and I pretty much win every time against the AI if I let them come to me. So... I mean, my forces are pretty much scattered at this point. My Varig Lancers are still alive. So... I mean, I haven't... my general's down.
And allowed himself to be slain in battle.
So... I mean, this is normally what happens, obviously, when you try to face off against two giant armies. So, but oh wow, this is pretty intense. It's burning.
Death and defeat have come to sup at our table.
All right, well, I lost that, but I I think next video I'll have to do a more of an aggressive tactic on that. So, but you know, it was how long on that? Oh wait, back. No. Oh well. Anyway, I'll see you next video.